All right, divide line segments. This assignment is pretty challenging, so try and pay attention if you can. Get started here. Okay, I'm going to go to Desmos and I'm going to plot these so we can get an idea of where these are actually looking like. Okay, so we have 2 points. Point A is at 2, -8, and point C is at -4, 7. So point A, you can see down here at the bottom, is at 2, -8, and then C is up here at the top left. What we're trying to do is we're trying to find a point B that is somewhere in between these 2 points. So we're going to look at the latter part of this. I'm actually going to snip this too. Let's do that real fast. Okay. So this back part is probably the trickiest part. It says AB to BC is 2 to 1. That part's going to change every single question. So you really have to look at that and try and figure out what's going on. Sorry, yawning. So AB is that 2 and BC is that 1. What that means is AB is twice as long as BC. So BC is 1 part. Let's call it 1 foot, if you will. And AB would be 2 feet. So really we have 3 feet in this scenario, or 3 chunks or segments. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide our line that is from A to C by 3. And once we find that, once you figure out how far that is, then we can multiply the first chunk. Where's it at? Sorry, there it is. Erase some of the stuff. So once we find out how long our total line is from A to C, okay, let's say from there's A to C, there's our line. We're going to divide it into 3 chunks. And then AB will be here. So we'll have 1 chunk and 2 chunks for A to B, and then 1 chunk for B to C. So let's go look. Actually, we should have to look at the numbers. So from 2 to -4. So 2, let's give a number line. Here's 0, and then 1, 2, and then we're going to -4 for C. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. From 2 to -4, we are moving over 6 units. All right? And we want to divide it by 3 total chunks. So 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2. So if we're going from -2, which is here, that's not a good color, you can barely see that. There's +2, sorry, for A. 1 chunk is 2. 4, and 6. So we can see on our number line, A to B is going to be going all the way to -2. So that's our x-coordinate for point B. Then for our y-coordinate, up and down, we are going from -8. So I'll do a y over here. Here's 0. -8 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that is our point A. And then going up to C is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that is C. So from -8 up to 7, that is how far? That is 15 units. Divide that once again by our 3, and we get each chunk is 5. So we're going to go up 5 times 2, which is 10, because there's 2 chunks from A to B. So we're going to go up 10 units from -8. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, which is at positive, not -2, positive 2. So our point for B will be -2, 2. Okay, so once again, let me snip this. Boom. All right, so A to B. So once again, this is a little different than the last one. Make sure you're careful about this. A to B is 1 length, and then AC is 3. So really, like last time, we actually had to add the numbers up because it was a B in here. This time it's A to C. So it's telling us how far our total line is going to be divided up into. It's going to be divided into 3 chunks. Okay, AB is one of those chunks. AC is all of it, which is 3 chunks. So let's do our x coordinate first. So let's do a number line. Here is 0, and our A is at -2, so 1, 2. And then C is at 4. So from A to C, we are moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units over. We're dividing that by 3. So each chunk is 2 units. And AB is only one of those chunks, which is just simply 2. So from A, we move over 1, 2. So we go to 0. Our x coordinate is 0. Now let's do our y. I'll do that in red. We're going from 4 to 7. So here is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So from A to C, how many units is this? It is 1, 2, and 3. So we have 3 units, and we divide that by 3. So each chunk is just 1 unit. And once again, we're just going over 1 unit from A. So from 4, 1 unit up is up to 5. So our point will be 0, 5. All right, got a line this time already drawn out for us. Or I should say graph, already graphed for us. And let's look at the question. Okay, so this one's different again. A little bit different at least. So from A, B is 2 units. Actually, I'm going to set this differently so I can do it over here. There we go. That's a little better. All right, so AB is 2 units, and BC is 3 units. Okay, remember last time we had A to C as that last number. We have BC now. So really, we're going to take this whole thing and add them up. AB is 2 chunks, then B to C is 3 chunks. So we're dividing by 5. Our A value is right here at -1. Our C value here is at +7. So from -1 to 7, we are going over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units. Divide that by our 5. And you're going to get a decimal. I believe it's 1.6667. Let's just pull our calculator out. 8 divided by 5. 1.6. Yeah, actually it's 1.6, not 6, 7. Is that right? Yeah. 3 over. Oh yeah, it is 1.6. Okay. So 8 over 5 is equal to 1.6. Now looking back at our A to B, we're moving over 2 chunks. So 1.6 times 2 is equal to 3.2. So from A, we're moving over 3.2 units. So 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 units, and then 0.2. So that is at 2.2. That's our x coordinate. Now going from A to C going upwards, A is at -1. C is at 2. So from -1 to 2 is 3 units up. We're dividing that by 5. That equals 0.6. If you don't know that, use a calculator. Multiply by 2. We get 1.2. So from our A value, we're moving up 1.2 units up. 1 and then 0.2, which is just simply at 0.2. So our Y value is 0.2. So 2.2, 0.2. And that is A. 2 and 1/5. 1/5 is the same thing as 0.2. 1 divided by 5 is 0.2. Let's see here. Okay. A to C. Okay, there's a fraction here. Let's snip this. All right. So AB is 2/5 of AC. So our AC is the 5 and our AB is the 2. So we're going to divide our line up into 5 chunks, and then AB will be 2 of those chunks. So from -8 to +2, that is 10 units. Divide that by 5, we get 2. And remember, from A to B is 2 of those, so we'll multiply by 2. and we get 4. So from A, we're moving 4 units over. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So our line will be right here somewhere. Not somewhere, right there, actually. Or a dot, I should say. Let's find our Y value. From A is at 6. C is at 5. So just 1 unit away. Divide by 5. We get 0.2. We should just talk about that. And we multiply that by 2. So times 2 gives us 0.4. So we're going to be moving down 0.4 units. So 6 minus 0.4 gives us 5.6. So negative 4, comma, 5.6 should be our answer. Negative 4 and 5.6 is A.